For all women have achieved in the area of the law, for example, there are 50% or more now of your incoming class into law schools are female. Same thing is true of medical school. You still do not see equality at the top. If you look at the big, large law firms, only 17% have female partners. In medicine, you don't see women in administration. What's it like in journalism? You rose to the top because of your exceptional skill, but generally speaking, is it equal in journalism?
I think it's in general, you know, I would never want to speak for the next generation and how they feel about things. I found it to be not a big problem because, as I said, I was in that generation where they were really happy to have a woman coming in because they wanted a woman here or there. And we're sort of an industry in crisis, so it's not the best industry in the world to judge, you know, new hires on right now. But in general, that's true of every place almost, that you have, if you look at colleges, women are so way whipping men in every aspect of higher education. Way more girls go to college, way more girls finish college. They do better in college. As you said, now in the professional schools, they're becoming the majority. There are some entire careers that they used to be barred from, like pharmacy and veterinary medicine, that they're just, I mean, they're huge proportions. The thing that happens, though, is once you get out of college, that slowly changes. And once you look at people 10 years out of college, it's the guys who are moving up much faster. And to me, I mean, part of that has got to be discrimination, I'm sure, but to me, the big, huge problem is the work-family conflict. And it's amazing to me, you know, that so much of what's happened I would not have guessed when I was in college in the late 60s. But if you had told me that we would get to now and there would still not be, as a normal thing, quality daycare and after-school programs for everybody who needed them, that you didn't naturally have things in all companies where women could take time off if they needed to take care of their families and then come back and continue to move up, that guys would not be as natural about taking time off and taking care of their kids and stuff as women, that it wouldn't be a 50-50 deal. I would have been stunned. I really thought we were going to get that one right away. And that's, if you look at the women who do really make it to the top, and particularly like in law and business, most of them don't have kids. They're married, but often, but they don't have kids. And the ones who do are, God bless them, incredible. You just, those kinds of jobs often demand such a commitment on time when you're trying to, you know, become a partner, when you're trying, you know, to get the great placement as a resident or whatever. And it's so hard to do that if you have primary responsibility for children at the same time. And I think that explains most of the things that we look out there and see. Why do women still make on average less than men per hour? Why are there still not even a third of the House and Senate female? Women start political careers later than men do, and that's, I think, primarily because they wait till their kids are older, because it's such a time commitment. And that's the thing we have. We've got 50% of the workforce now is female. We rely more on women's labor than any other developed country in the world, and yet we have not figured out who's supposed to be taking care of the kids while everybody's at work. It's just amazing to me.
This excerpt is brought to you by the Massachusetts School of Law, the leader of reform in legal education and a leader in multimedia education for the public. To view the full interview and for a full listing of MSL's programs, log on to mslaw.edu.